Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you are rocking with TWID. TWID stands for That's What I Do. And let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's just jump right on into this. We're going to be talking about the president. Hey, he's a funny guy. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. You Are Design. And of course, I'm my own sponsor, if that makes sense. But let's play the tape. Let's roll the tape.
Adams was called Old Sink or Swim, no relation. Andrew Jackson was called Sharp Knife for his bad, have had nicknames. John Adams was called Old Sink or Swim, no relation. Andrew Jackson was called Sharp Knife for his fighting style. Zachary Taylor, Old Rough and Ready for being rough on the battlefield. Teddy Roosevelt, Telescope Teddy for always having a little telescope mounted on his rifle. Of course, there was Bill Clinton. They called him Slick Willie for being a little slippery. Then there was Barack Hussein Obama, whose nickname was the Deporter-in-Chief. The former president deported over 3 million illegals and was showered with hells.
We're going to make our country more secure. We'll strengthen our families. And most importantly, we will live up. Most importantly, we will live up. Most importantly, we will live up to our character as.
Now, listen, for all of y'all who don't really understand how easy it is to address and or deal with the border crisis, invasion, I want you to see firsthand what prior presidents have done.
That's what we're talking about. Every single day. What I'd like to do. No, don't worry about it, guys. Okay, let me finish. Let me.
As you can see, a president has always been responsible for his administration's border policies. Not Congress, not the vice president, the president. Once upon a time, Joe Biden agreed.
Did you make a mistake with those deportations?
The president did the best thing that was able to be done at the time.
How about you?
I'm the vice president of the United States.
But the vice president became the president, broke the border, and now claims he's powerless.
Have you done everything you can do with executive authority? Or is there more you could do absent
I've done all I can do. Just give me the power. I've asked for the very day I got in office.
What? No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
People can stop this and make it work for us.
Biden spent 3 years claiming the border was secure, and suddenly in an election year, he needs emergency powers to shut it down? Why shut down a secure border? You wouldn't close a locked door, would you? The president has always had the power he needs to secure the border. If he needs a refresher on the law, just ask Barack.
The president has a lot of power. He has that discretion to do certain things. Look at what Secretary J. Johnson Obama did. They were able to detain and deport people under Title VIII. If the Republicans say no to working this border deal, or at least put it to a vote, I would ask the president to use Title VIII, use the existing authorities, and detain people and deport people.
Title VIII, Section 12 of the U.S. Code sets it in stone. Whenever the president finds that the entry of any aliens into the United States would be detrimental to the interests of the United States, he may, by proclamation, and for such periods as he shall deem necessary, suspend the entry of all aliens or any restrictions he may deem to be appropriate.
So, family, what this means is we understand that he doesn't need Congress to do this. He can just do the same thing that was done when he was the vice president, because it was done when he was the vice president. See, all of these are excuses so that he can take his slow time going to, the black churches, whispering in their ears, making them feel good, while he's going to the demographics, the female demographic, talking about, abortion rights, not dealing with anything that's happening as it pertains to the border, and why you have millions of illegal, not just Venezuelans, you got Venezuelans, you got Mexicans, you got Chinese, you got people from Senegal, Africa. People are coming in any and every which way, and he's saying if he's given the power. Oh my God. Let's listen to the rest of it.
Congress passed that law in 1952. And the media is so ignorant, they think Congress needs.
Now look, I want y'all to look. I don't see anything but men walking. These are bodily able men, young men who are walking, not women and children. Most of the immigrants that I'm seeing, and if you're watching, most of the immigrants that you're seeing, you're going to see men who are fleeing their country to come over here and do what? You're going to fight the Native Americans who are already here, the homeless. What are you going to do? Let's play. Watch the video.
Needs to pass another law for Joe Biden to act. You don't need to be 80 to remember this law. You just need to be 20 because Obama used it. If Trump gets reelected, he's going to use the same law on day one, and that wouldn't make him a dictator. But Democrats say it would make him Dr. Evil.
Now, if you're watching this video, you should see nothing but men that I see. I see a few women, but I see men. And so they're allowed to just come in and do what? Now, the question has to be to people who are voting, are you going to deal with this issue? Or do you feel as though this is an issue? I assure you it is an issue.
Donald Trump actually has said that he wants to build alligator moats along the border. That's one of his incredible ideas. Another idea that Donald Trump has promoted is he actually wants to electrify the border fence and maybe even put some spikes on the border. That's another Donald Trump and MAGA majority border idea. Another idea, which I'm not sure how well it would go, is he wants to actually bomb northern Mexico with missiles.
Now, if Biden actually wants to shut down the border, why is he trying to snip Texas razor wire? There's no wire in California, and migrants are slithering into San Diego County like there's a Black Friday sale. Watch human smugglers here drop off macked out migrants.
Watch this, family. Watch this.
Not a woman or child among them.
I just said that.
Migrants from India, China, Turkey, trotting right around the wall that Biden stopped building. They get handed "Welcome to USA" flyers for breaking into our country that spells out the VIP perks they get under Biden. Ready? If you're a gay illegal, you will be given the option of going to a shelter where you will receive legal, medical, and onward travel assistance. Onward and upward.
I want y'all to read this. I'm going to read it with you. If you are LGBTQ, you will be given the option of going to a shelter. You will be able to stay at the shelter for 1 to 2 days and receive legal, medical, and onward travel assistance. Family, do y'all realize that LGBTQ immigrants get better concessions than just the average illegal immigrants? So now you got the hierarchy is the LGBT community, those immigrants. And so now what happens is if these people aren't part of that community, just to get that concession, just to get that incentive, they're going to say, well, I'm gay. That's what they're already saying. I'm coming to the border and I'm going to turn myself in for asylum. So at what point does it stop? You see? And Biden is talking about what? Roe v. Wade, abortion rights. Come on, man. This isn't rocket science.
Word adios, amigo. Now, if you're a Latin lesbian, bust into our country, Biden gives you free housing, free lawyers, free doctors, and free tickets to travel anywhere in Los Estados Unidos. And that's not all the perks for gay illegals. Free food and drink, free Wi-Fi, and a free assistant like Johnny, who will help you find your long-lost uncle or cousin. You just show up to the border, yo soy queer, and Venezuela scares me. Right this way, Juan. Make yourself comfortable in our lounge, or your connecting flight's on us. May we start you with a beverage? And if Juan feels he's trapped in Juanita's body, Gavin Newsom will give him a sex change on your dime. Fact check me. I dare you. This is all true.
And listen, family, please do this. Please fact check this guy, because it's true. It's true. You know, I don't have no dog in the fight, but I mean, you can Google this stuff or you can read it. It's true what he's saying. For all of you people who are, you know, being afraid to, you can vote however you want to vote, but let's stop looking at Trump and the Republican Party as if they're a better evil, or should I say a lesser evil. There's no such thing. And if it is, I can tell you this, might not be, it's definitely not the Democrats who are the lesser evil, if there is a such thing.
Free sex changes for illegals in California. We'll also pay for your college, too, where we'll teach you America isn't any better than Mongolia. No wonder the third world's showing up at the back door. They're coming in by the...
You see men? Do y'all see men? Look, I'm seeing men. I'm seeing men. I don't see, you know, I haven't been seeing too many women.
Fuckload.
Young men.
Yeah.
También.
Look at this, men.
Now, Biden and the cartels have the migrant supply chain humming. And many are here to work, also get free sex changes, but others are some bad hombres. Last week, Border Patrol found over 300 pounds of fentanyl, 200 pounds of meth, almost 200 pounds of cocaine, and over 50 firearms. Hopefully all that's not headed to Hunter's Malibu rental, but a century ago, Biden would be tried for treason. Today, the administration gave itself an award.
What you do is you save people's lives. That's what you do in whatever facet of the enterprise you participate in. You work to identify, to rescue, and to enable survivors of human trafficking. I just want to, with all of my conviction, thank you for what you do.
Mayorkas gave his staff an award for combating human trafficking after they trafficked 6 million humans into the country and lost almost 100,000 kids.
Wow.
Joe Biden has subverted the territorial integrity of the United States. He's rolling the dice on our national security and waving the white flag on the war on drugs. Not to mention bankrupting the cities and flouting laws. And then he lies to our face about it. So Americans are taking matters into our own hands. Former military officers have taken up arms and have begun patrolling our side of the border. They call themselves Arizona Border Recon. Strapped with heavy artillery, they intimidate smugglers and keep them south of the border.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
Now, personally, I've got no problem with that. I mean, look, y'all, family, something's got to be done. And I know, you know, to my black family, you know, we're probably kind of like, hey, this ain't got nothing to do with me type of thing. But it really does. And if you can't do anything else, You know, if you're a voter, me personally, I don't get involved in voting anymore. I tried that with Obama, and I realized that, you know, he wasn't interested in doing anything specifically for Black people. But then, you know, of course, we see that Asians get an anti-Asian hate bill. The LGBT get reparations. So, you know, enough of being a fool for, you know, the Democratic Party. That being said, family, listen, I don't know who you're gonna vote for, or if you're gonna vote. You might decide to vote for the couch, but I'm gonna tell you this. You know, one thing about Trump, and that's what I do. I'm gonna tell the truth. One thing about Trump, he closed down the border, and he wasn't giving out anything to the LGBT community, and he was making sure he put America first. That's all I'm gonna say. You can call him a racist, but you gotta call Joe Biden a racist. Your boss is probably a racist. You know what I'm saying? So come on, we got to get out of our feelings and be objective. We got to base things on practicality, facts, you know, reason, and common sense. You know, a lot of this is common sense. You know, but anyway, family, that's my time. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to go like and share. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to go to the website at let me put my banner, www.twitware.com. And we just want to thank y'all, and till the next time, peace.